Y'all, it has gotten to this point. It seems like I remember when I did my live, I said I'm gonna try not to do so much about stuff involving Charlie Kirk, but it seems like everywhere you turn, there is something being put out about this man, and it has been, at this point, by the time y'all see this video, it would have been almost a month since it happened. So I have this story right here that's coming out of Arizona with this dude by the name of Treven Michael Gokey. He was arrested on a terroristic threat charge, and guess what it was on? He was trying to be Charlie Kirk's martyr after he allegedly threatened to shoot up an academy bar in the name of Charlie Kirk. I cannot make this up even if I tried. It's literally gotten to this point, but let's get into it. An Arizona man is under threat of terrorism charges after allegedly telling police he threatened to shoot up a gay bar because he was angry over last week's slaying of Charlie Kirk. By the way, this story came out on September 19th, and I'm recording it the next day on September 20th. Treven Michael Gokey, age 49, I'm sorry, his name is Treven, not Trevor, age 49, was arrested on Wednesday, September 17th by Phoenix police responding to a welfare check after he allegedly made threats over a crisis hotline that he would shoot up a gay bar, Arizona Family, Fox 10 and 13 News reported, citing court documents. To those who are in the academy, I need to know what y'all are going to say about this, because you were his target. He was basically going to try to pull the same thing that guy did down in Florida at that nightclub back in, 2016, that ended up leading to legislation being passed to make June Pride Month. Gokey allegedly told police that he had targeted Cruisin' 7th, a popular LGBTQ bar near his home, because he was, quote, triggered by political events, per court documents cited by AZ Family. This reminds me of the not the video, but the live that I did talking about that guy out there, I believe in California, who said he wanted to shoot up a school full of black preschoolers because he was upset because of the thing with Raja Jackson in that white fighter. And it's like, y'all, I'm telling you, the displaced anger is very, very interesting. And again, that was a white guy doing this, but see, look what it is similar here. When the white guy gets pissed off about something that he feels aggrieved by that has absolutely nothing to do with him personally, what do? Oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to commit an act of violence. Then they got the nerve to turn right around and tell us that we need to stop being so violent. Amazing how all of that plays out. He goes on to say that he was allegedly a martyr for Charlie Kirk, claiming Kirk himself was a martyr, per court documents cited by all three outlets. Now, I need to know from the people who love to say that we made George Floyd a martyr. I've never heard anybody who claims that we are a martyr for George Floyd. I never heard of one black person said that they were going to go out and try to take out, say, a whole precinct for what happened with George Floyd, or let alone one cop, and said, oh, I'm doing this in the honor, in the name of George Floyd. Meanwhile, this guy right here said he was willing to go shoot up an entire club full of people on the behalf of Charlie Kirk, a person he most likely never met, but he idolized him clearly enough to want to go and pull this act to do this. Not only would he have been hit with hate crime charges, but he would have definitely been hit with unaliving charges for sure. And he would have seen most likely life in prison. All for a person that he probably never even met, which means he didn't even know him. Police further accuse him of making statements such as radical left violence breeds a far right response, and that he wanted to send a message specifically to the far left, the outlets reported. He also allegedly made transphobic and homophobic comments to police, some seeming to allude to harming the transgender community, 13 News reported, citing court documents. Kirk was shot on the Utah Valley University campus in Orem, Utah on September 10th while on a Turning Point USA rally tour. Tyler Robinson was arrested on September 12th in connection with the shooting and has been charged with aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, causing serious bodily injury, and obstruction of justice. He faces the death penalty if convicted to the top count. Gokey has been charged with making a terrorist threat per authorities, the outlets reported. He is also facing an additional charge of using a computer to threaten, AZ Family and 13 News reported, citing court documents. He is being held on a $250,000 bond. Honestly, with someone as unhinged as he is, he doesn't need a bond. They need to keep him right where he's at. It wasn't immediately clear if he had entered any pleas or retained attorneys to speak on his behalf. This, again, like I said at the beginning, this is where we are at. And the scary part about it is, he's not the only one. I'm almost certain there's going to be more out there that's going to do the same exact thing, or try to, that this guy is doing, again, all in the name of a person that they don't know. That's the crazy part. Now, I need to know from the people who are fans or stans of Charlie Kirk, because seemingly if you look online, you would think that this man is the best thing to come out since sliced bread. Are y'all going to condemn this or not? I'm leaning more towards the nah, more towards excuse me, the latter more than the former, because they're probably going to want more of this to happen. This is what we mean when we say radicalization. And notice that whenever they use that word radicalized, you know who the face of radicalization is and the people that actually egg this on. And this is what we're talking about right here. This is what the words of Charlie Kirk bred. People like this guy right here. This man is nearly 50 years old and he's trying to be a martyr for another man. It's very weird behavior. But like I said, you just got to be on your P's and Q's and have your head on a swivel, because you don't know how these people are functioning out here right now. I guess for him, this was a mourning process for him, a grievement process for him. It's just very weird. But I'm glad that they were able to capture him before he actually went out and did what he did. Because you got to think about it. Imagine if he did do this, because I don't think this story is going to get as much legs as it should, even with Charlie Kirk's name being all in the algorithm. If this was to actually happen, this would have made that side look even worse than it already is, because it's gotten to this point. So they had to capture him before it got to that point, because then it would have made Charlie Kirk's name look even more bad than it already is right now, at least to those who know or are aware of who Charlie Kirk actually was. We're not talking about his stands who are just got their heads in the sky for whatever reason. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.